Glenn Eunice, Corner Unit Media. I am the founder and chief creative officer here. We do a lot of these videos. Today we are talking about the Tiger and Phil pay-per-view event. It was called The Match. It happened Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, pay-per-view. I absolutely love the idea of it leading up to it. Watched it in Florida with my father-in-law. He had a different perspective. He's a big golfer. I'm a big golfer. He's much, much better than I am. But I love the idea as a golf nerd. The cast and the crew that were great. Natalie Gulbis was on. I'm just giving you my recap. I did not like her. I don't know how she got on that crew. They showed her once and that was it. Shane Bacon is really, 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 really good. He's a gem, and I know he did some stuff with Fox, I think at the U.S. Open a couple years ago, and I think he's been very good. He has a big social following. I wonder when mainstream will see how good he is and who he is. I'm glad he got on that Turner pay-per-view broadcast. I love the tech with the drone. I like Adam, who was the studio host and did the stats. I didn't really see the need for it, but I know that was an MGM paid shared thing. The pay-per-view model, I like that. It's where lots of viewing is going, even though you don't realize it. It's what we do now, just in bulk with cable and Netflix. This is a one-off pay-per-view. We buy monthly subscriptions to things, and that's okay too. This is a one-off version of that, and I think it's fine. A decent price point, $20, so people will pay for that. The only thing that I thought was interesting was Capital One sort of underwrote the whole thing. They were at least the title sponsor, if you will, and they had pop-out commercials inside of a pay-per-view event. Now that's interesting. Live reads, things sponsored by, no problem. But the idea of a commercial, a pop-up commercial inside a pay-per-view event, that's a new one. And a bit of a double dip, not offended, respected actually, very interesting. A double dip tactic for sure. I'm okay with it. As far as Phil and Tiger go, Tiger's an assassin out there. His personality is not. They needed more than just Tiger and Phil to juice it up. I liked it because I'm a nerd. I would have liked to have seen Barkley on a golf cart harassing them, having partners. There needs to be something else to add the juice to that event because there wasn't good enough golf shots. It's difficult when it's 1v1. Them being mic'd up, there's just not enough banter, not enough back and forth S-talking between the two of them for it to be really excited. And then when you have the announcers trying to fill that space and sort of talking over them, and then we don't go back enough to hear what they were saying, the interplay between the players is not going to be there. The interplay between the caddies is really interesting. We heard Phil and his brother doing a lot of that. I wanted to hear more of Tiger and Joe LaCava. When they were seemingly talking or whispering, the announcers were trying to fill, and it was just a little bit wonky. I hope that they figure that out, or they can go back. Here's what Joe and Tiger were saying here to fill the gaps when they aren't talking live to each other, or when Phil and Tiger aren't talking to each other. There needs to be some more basketball culture, some S-talk, some all-star game stuff going on in there, because that's what it is. It's a fun exhibition. I don't knock the money. Everyone's like, oh, they're making $9 million a month. These guys work and playing golf. This is a job for them. They made money. It's fine. I have no problem with that, but I wanted a little bit more back and forth, a little bit more razzing, a little bit more ball busting between the two of them. It's not their personality, so they have to engineer that, and they engineer that with other famous people, other stars, non-golfers, Charles Barkley type, whomever it is, Barkley and Pat Perez in golf carts harassing these guys, throwing side bets on. If Tiger and Phil aren't going to side bet, then Pat Perez and Barkley need to side bet. There needs to be stuff like that in. Other than that, I thought it was a great idea, and I know there's going to be more of these, so I'm looking forward to seeing what 2.0 and 3.0 look like. All right. Glenn at Corner Unit Media. You can hit me up there, info@cornerunitmedia.com, and always our website, cornerunitmedia.com. Hope you enjoyed. I will talk to you next time.